Hi, welcome back to my channel Everything Business by SIRISHA Varma. In today's video, we are going to talk about the top 5 mistakes that most of the small business owners make. And these mistakes are the only cause that 95% of the small businesses go bust within the first 5 years of their existence. If you are a small business owner or if you're planning to create an enterprise by yourself, then this video is right for you. Of course, you might ask me, who are you to talk about the small business owners' mistakes? I am Sirisha Varma. I have been running my own digital marketing agency, Branding by Pixels. And over the 6 years that I have been working in this agency, I have directly worked with more than 40 plus small business owners to take their business digital or market their products or services using this online world. And because I have directly worked with small business owners, I know what they do day in and day out in their own businesses. And apart from that, I myself am a small business owner. So most of these mistakes, you can also say that the mistakes in this list are also some of the ones that I have done myself in my own business. So, if you are a small business owner or if you're planning to start your own startup, then please do watch this video until the end so you don't make these mistakes by yourselves. So, let us get into the video. Mistake number one that most small business owners, I would say 95% of them do, is to do everything by themselves. There is always this question in mind of a small business owner regarding whether they should do this activity by themselves or they should hire a team. And of course, there is a lot of discussion around this specific topic. But the easiest way to start a business or to get a work done, as per most of the small business owners, is to do it by yourself. Because just think about a small business owner or an entrepreneur mindset. Why would you want to become an entrepreneur? You would want to become an entrepreneur because you don't like the way that things are running in a particular domain. So you want to change everything, and that is where you bring your unique perspective. And if you think of that, then you understand that the mindset of an entrepreneur is typically a type A personality. Most of the people also call this as control freak. And that is where this whole problem of doing things by yourself comes into picture. Because if you are a type A personality, you want everything to be perfect. And you think that you are the best person to do it rather than delegate the work to somebody else. And because of this mistake, most small business owners cannot take the new opportunities that are there in the market and make the most of their business. Because if you are doing everything by yourself in the business, day in and day out, trust me, you will not have time for anything else. So you probably may not be even planning to do what in the future for your business. Because of this, you are missing a lot of amazing opportunities out there in the market. These opportunities could also be diversification opportunities. So stop doing everything by yourself. Trust me, get a team. You don't have to hire 10 people at one point of time. Just to check out this concept, try hiring one person and start slowly training them on the ways in your business. And I am sure you would thank me for this. Now, mistake number two is shining object syndrome. Trust me, there are so many business owners who have failed or not able to scale their businesses because of this issue, which is the shiny object syndrome. Most of the times, you might be a first generation entrepreneur. You have started your own business, which was a dream for you. But then, once you start the business, you see that running a business is not that easy. Probably the domain that you have selected is not the most happening domain at this point of time in the market. So you might be thinking, okay, so since this is not the most happening domain, because I'm not able to make as much progress as I thought I would, there are other opportunities in the market. Or probably you have come across somebody else who has started along with you, but in another domain and is making a lot of progress or a lot of money according to them or according to the market. So you must be thinking, this is something that I can as well do. So rather than try to focus on your own business, you go ahead and start something else on the side. Now, the best example that I can give you about this particular aspect is the COVID season. So when pandemic hit, most of the small business owners, rather than focusing on what is happening in the market and rather than trying to take their businesses online, because everything was happening online in the pandemic world, what they did was they started selling masks, sanitizers, PPE kits. So because this was an industry that was booming, there was a lot of requirement for these kind of articles. Many people started trading in this and selling in this. See, if that is not a business that actually builds into your core business, then probably you might have made a quick buck, but you lost a lot of time in doing something else which is not core to your business. And that is the shiny object syndrome. Rather than focus on your own business, as a small business owner, you look at what other people are doing, what probably they're making much more progress in their domains rather than you. But do think and do understand, for a company to be established, for a company to become generational, you have to work really, really hard. At least the first generation needs to work really hard. And not just working hard, you need to be really focused. So stop the shiny object syndrome. Make sure you're 100% focused on your own business and trying to understand if there are new technologies or new ways that you can work on in your business. And trust me, there is nobody who can stop you if you are really focused on your business to become successful. Now, mistake number three. Mistake number three again ties back to mistake number one, because as I already mentioned, entrepreneurs are type A personalities. They want everything perfect. And when they are launching a product or service with their own brand name, they want everything to be perfect. And that is why they take way too much time to build the perfect product or service. This is mistake number three. If you are focused on building the perfect product or service, it will never happen. You have to build out the product or service as quickly as possible. Put it out in the market, test it out, because until and unless you put it in the market, you don't know whether your clients want the product or not. And this is a classic mistake. Most of the small business owners spend way too long just in R&D, just in building the product and service, and by the time they launch it in the market, there is already a lot of competition. There is already a lot. Probably your customers might have already moved from that product segment or from that service segment. So rather than wait for the perfect product or service, launch it today. Of course, there might be variations that you might have to bring in, but until and unless you test it in the market, you don't know if this is what your customers want. Because most of the time, small business owners, they feel there is a requirement and they start building the product or service without testing the market, which is a huge loss of time as well as money. And as a small business owner, you just cannot afford to do it. Now, let us go to mistake number four. Mistake number four is, of course, not marketing enough. Most of the time, small business owners think, I have the perfect product. I have the best service that is there in the market, and my pricing is great as well. Now, customers would just throng in, they would just blow up my door. But when they launch the product or service, there is nobody who wants to buy it. Then what is the point? See, not marketing enough is your failure. See, if you have a great product or service, I say that it is your responsibility to tell the whole world about it. It is not your clients or your prospects' responsibility to do research and find you and buy from you. It is your responsibility as the manufacturer of that product, as the provider of that service, to tell everybody, shout out at the rooftops of the buildings that your product or service is the best one out there. And that is where marketing comes into picture. Most of the small business owners, they shy away from marketing. They don't have any marketing budgets in their specific yearly budgets, which is crazy. I still don't understand why people don't think marketing is important. If you have invested crores of money or lakhs of money into building a product or service, it is your responsibility to make sure that your customer or your prospect knows about your product, and that is where marketing helps. Today, you have so many marketing channels that you could just start with a trial and see how things work. For online marketing, you just have to invest a few $1,000 to test out a prototype. You don't have to invest lakhs and crores of rupees. But still, there are so many small business owners who don't take their businesses digital, who don't use the digital platforms that are available out there, which don't even cost a lot of money. So, not marketing enough is your failure. If you think word of mouth is enough for you to get your customers, I am sorry to say this, but word of mouth has now moved online. All the social media platforms, what are they doing? They're just making the word of mouth much more easy to be spread on the digital space. So if you're not using these digital platforms, I am sorry to say, my friend, you will not be in business in the next 1 year itself. Now, coming to mistake number 5. Mistake number 5 is, again, tying back to mistake number 1, wherein you try to do everything yourself and you don't set up any systems. See, even if you want to hire a team, you need to have systems in place before you can hire any human intervention or before you can hire a team, because systems make it so much more easy for you to automate the whole process or to teach your processes to your team members. And systems are something that you can rely on any day. Even if you hire a team, the person may or may not be interested in coming to office on that particular day. The person may or may not be interested in the work that you are teaching them. But systems, no matter what happens, systems are the most reliable processes that you can implement in your business. But most of the small business owners, they don't even implement small systems which are critical to their business, like CRM. CRM is the most important for a small business owner, so that you can track where your leads are coming from, what is the action that you have taken on the lead, and what you have to do as next steps. So, even if you don't implement any other systems, try to get the best CRM for a small business. If you think this would be an interesting topic, that is setting up systems for a small business, do comment in the comment section below and I will create a video entirely just for small business owners on systems setup here in this channel, Everything Business by Sirisha Varma. So that's it, folks. I hope you like this video. If you like the content, please do subscribe to the channel, because there are many more topics that would be coming in small business marketing in this channel, Everything Business by Sirisha Varma. Apart from that, if you like this video, do smash the like button. Share it with your friends if they are small business owners as well. And if you want to take my services in taking your business digital, you can definitely write to me at sirisha@brandingbypixels.com. That is sirisha@brandingbypixels.com. The email ID would be scrolling in this video, so you could just type it in and send me a note, and I would definitely revert back to you on that email ID. So, this is Sirisha Varma, founder, chief strategist at Branding by Pixels, a business strategy design and digital marketing company coming live to you from India. Please do take care, and I will see you again in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Bye-bye.